It's so pretty here today. I think spring has officially arrived. Look at that beautiful water. It's so calm and clear. And then it just gets so turbulent. What's your name?
That's Poppy.
Hi, Poppy. You're just beautiful. So happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I hope you had a good week. I had a really good week. I got to take a lot of, hikes in the woods, by the river and thinking deep thoughts. And okay, who am I kidding? I wasn't thinking anything at all. I was just taking in the spring. And I saw a couple good movies. I saw that movie, The Idea of You by Anne Hathaway, and she's kind of dating a younger man, and that was kind of cute and sexy. And so I really enjoyed that. That's so not like me, though. I'm always busy and I'm always working, but this week I played hooky. How about that? Anyway, a couple weeks ago, I showed you some dresses that I needed you to vote on for my son's wedding that's happening on August 17th. So I want to give you an update on some of the details about the wedding, and I want to show you what dress won and what dress came up, your second pick. So thank you so much for taking time out of your life to help me pick a dress. I just love you. The other thing I want to update you on is you and some of the amazingly dramatic things that are happening in your life. So many of you right now are going through a divorce, and there's a few things I need to say to you. You've been messaging me every day or leaving comments, the most beautiful comments. And, this channel is just as much about you here as it is me. So we all want to sort of dig in and talk to you directly on what's going on in your life. I want to thank you so much for helping me pick out a dress, and your number one pick was that beautiful chiffon green dress, and I just loved it. But the wedding is so formal that I was informed that I'm going to need a gown, and the gown needs to touch the floor, or it needs to be floor length. So that dress is a high-low, so beautiful, but it really would not be suitable. So, okay. Your second pick was the beautiful navy dress by Mr. Drugel. Oh my gosh, this dress is so beautiful. However, the colors of the wedding are black and white. My beautiful daughter-in-law will be in a formal white wedding dress, my son in a black tux, and the bridesmaids are going to be in a very deep navy that almost looks like black and white. So I want to stay away from navy. It just just doesn't seem right, does it? Like, hey, I'm in navy. I wanted to be, I don't know. We'll just kind of skip the navy. So I can see now there are so many things I know about this wedding that I should have conveyed to you. You know, it's a late afternoon wedding at a beautiful country club, and the reception will go through the evening. Remember the reception in the movie My Best Friend's Wedding, Julia Roberts? Yeah, so that's what it's going to look like, you know, under the tent with the lights and the band, and it's going to be, I'm so excited. And I got an email from a stylist in LA, and she said, send me your measurements. Well, okay. She said, make sure that the dress is flattering to your body because you want to wear the dress. You don't want the dress to wear you. Okay. The problem with this, though, is I'm dieting. And I've been on my diet for 7 weeks. I've lost 8.5 pounds. And I'm happy with that, except that I had gained weight over the winter. So now I'm sort of like back to where I started a year ago. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I've got about 15 more pounds to go. So I'm not really going to purchase my dress until July 1st. And then that way, then I can have a seamstress make sure that that dress fits me perfectly. But until then, I'm not really going to know my size. But I got to tell you, this losing weight thing, I really like it. When I gain weight, the first place that I gain weight is my bust. How about you? And the one thing about losing, I mean, I haven't even lost 10 pounds yet, but I can really see it and I can feel it. You know, from the waist up, and I just love it. I love being able to walk into a room and, you know, my boobs haven't arrived, you know, 2 minutes before I have. At the country club, there's going to be a stylist for your hair and a makeup artist. So I can have all that done for me that day. My only hesitation is, well, do you think the makeup artist is someone who's done a lot of makeup on women my age? I don't know, because how you do makeup when you're 70 isn't exactly how you do makeup when you're 40. So I'm thinking maybe I should have, you know, professionally my hair pinned up for my gown, but I could do my own makeup. I don't know. What do you think? What would you do? What have you done? So let me know.
I've always loved clothes so much, and I've only lost 10 pounds now as of today. But I realize a lot of my clothes are starting not to fit me. And I don't know, I'm so happy that I'm losing weight, but there'll be some clothes I'm really gonna miss.
It's almost the 1-year anniversary of when my husband left me. Your video was a comfort today. Even though my ex is a narcissist, I did love him, and I can't help but miss him. I've been divorced 5 years from a 37-year abusive marriage. I put on a happy face for people, but I'm not sure I can do it anymore. Just today, a man I've been dating for 3 months revealed that he isn't in love with me, but he's fine with a physical relationship and said that perhaps our relationship will grow into love, but no promises.
Quotes every day. They go in one ear and out the other. But I heard this quote last week and it really stuck with me. And a doctor was talking about how we human beings, as we grow older, we move towards building our character. We move towards becoming a better person, and we don't even try. We just do it naturally. So it's like a good portion of our life is spent trying to be better naturally. And that will always stay with me now. That little bit of information that we are all moving towards not only the humanity within us, but the humanity of others, having more empathy, understanding what another person is going through, standing in their shoes, how important that is. So we're trying to be a better person, and this is kind of churning up at me. Why are so many of us here on this channel dealing with a separation or a divorce right now? I don't know how many times I have heard in the last few weeks, I got away from that narcissistic husband of mine. I got away from that abusive husband of mine. I know I'm 75 years old, but I made it, and I did it. In 2012, when my divorce was so fresh, and I wondered, what's going to happen to me? I couldn't really think about, well, I'm going to come out the other side a better person. I wasn't exactly sure if I would have a roof over my head. And I remember thinking, when I get through this, I'm not going to be the same person. And that's true. When you get through a divorce or a separation, you aren't going to be the same person. You'll be wiser, and you'll be better, and you'll be so much stronger. And so that fear of change, that fear of wondering who I'm going to be, instead of denying that, yes, you will change. Yeah, you definitely are going to change. How you see the world will change. How you see another potential partner will change. How you see yourself will change most of all.
My purse can hold 3 lipsticks, hand lotion, and a hairbrush. But a big duffel bag couldn't carry all the horrible things I have felt about myself. I can burn all these suitcases today because I don't need to hide what's inside myself from anyone anymore.
You know, instead of doing videos on all the things that I did right when I was going through my divorce and rebuilding my life, I really should do a video on the 10 things that I did wrong. And I'll tell you, one of the things I did wrong is I did not visualize what my life could be. And when I finally got around to visualizing what I wanted, and all my positive goals, I only did it for myself. I never, on my little storyboard, there was, never like a gentleman that was with me, holding hands on the beach and staring into each other's eyes. Well, that part was missing. It was like me, Desi, house, and a car. But I never saw a love life. I didn't realize that what I had done to heal up after my divorce is not really face it, not really feel that hurt of that deep, deep love that you have for someone. And then when that someone goes away and they're not coming back, what you have to do inside to go on, well, perhaps you never want to go through that again. A few weeks ago, I guess it was about a month ago, I had a blind date with someone I'd been talking to, but a blind date. And we met, and we were only supposed to have a 1-hour lunch, but it went on for 5 hours. The chemistry was incredible. He was so dashing, and a local man here, and was kind, and he was interested in me. I was interested in him. He had the kind of personality where I was like hanging on his every word. He used to be an editor and for a newspaper. So he's a brilliant, brilliant man. And I got home from our lunch, and he texted me and I texted him, and I was just so happy and so excited. And I felt like I hadn't felt in 20 years, like real sparks. And after that last text, I didn't text him back. I didn't text him back the next day or the day after that or the day after that. I got so scared. And I didn't realize it was even possible because I hadn't met anybody that affected me like that. I just thought, this person could like rip up my life. I just care about this person so quickly and so fast, and that's not like me, and I don't like it. I don't want anything to do with it. I want to be in control. So does that mean being in love means that you surrender everything about your life, that you're not in control anymore? That's crazy. That's not true, but something I really need to work on here, or I'm going to be riding solo for the rest of my life, me and Des. And I just tell you that story I know your divorce is new, your separation is new. I know that. But please don't do what I did and just not deal with it. Hibernate. Just keep telling yourself you're so strong and that you'll never love again. And you keep telling yourself that until you truly believe it. And then after you really believe it, you live it. I don't want that for you.
Sometimes when we suffer a great loss, we just need to scream. We need to scream from the rooftops. But we have to find a way to scream that will be socially acceptable. And sometimes that's why I love writing poems or songs or filming, making videos. I have lived your life as well, divorced and starting over. I also bought my house just 5 years ago, and at 67 years old, I feel alive.
In 2012, when I was going through my divorce, I just remembered that I just took the blame for everything. And women have a tendency to do this. You know, they're the caretakers. And they want to fix things. And so when things go wrong, they blame themselves. And, you know, when you're freshly divorced and you're feeling so bad, you don't reach out to friends and family. Why? Because you feel so much shame and embarrassment. You feel like you failed, but you didn't fail. Some of your actions might have come up short, but you personally didn't fail.
It's so quiet here today. It's amazing. It's all these extra leaves. It is indeed a beautiful spring. Oh, Desi, are you feeling better today? What do you want to do today?
Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I loved every second of it. And if you get time down below, just let us know how you are, okay? Please have yourself a wonderful, happy, safe, brand new spring week. And when you're done with your week, come back and see me and Desi, okay? The gangsta will be here.
husband and I are separated but not divorced yet. I love being alone, covered 24/7 in God's loving arms.